Monday morning, it's very windy on the boat, but it's a great day. So I've got a little bit of work to do, filming on my phone. I forgot to put the SD card in the camera, which is pretty stupid. So I've got to get the nav lights on here, and they need to be fitted over there. Going to get those wired in. That's another good one. And then we're off to go and see someone at Baltic Life Jackets. They're going to help with the jackets. I don't know how much you're going to get of this because it's very windy. Monday evening. It's now 10 to 11. It's actually been a really good day. We had to abandon the work on the boat this morning. It was a bit too windy and the boat was snatching. The wind was pushing it away from the pontoon, and obviously the mooring lines were holding it back. And it was quite uncomfortable. So we did a few little bits, and then we went up to see Baltic Life Jackets, who very kindly are supporting me on my next trip. And I'm very, very grateful. We completely forgot to do any filming. We kind of got wrapped up in going through the technical detail of the life jackets and stuff. I was like, I was pretty annoyed at myself. So that happened today. Got back, put a run in, got 10k in, which is good. Actually was feeling quite good this evening. By no means was I quick, but I felt lighter on my feet and it just felt easier. So that's very positive. The body has an amazing ability, has like a memory. So if you were fairly fit in the past and you've had a massive break and you sort of get back into it, it doesn't take too long to start getting back into the swing of things. So I felt pretty good actually. Cooked a bit of chicken on the barbecue this evening, and now I'm just clearing up and doing bits of admin and making a to-do list. Every evening I make a to-do list. I write a to-do list for the next day. So when I get up in the morning, I don't need to think. It's all just here and it's boom, boom, boom. I can kind of go onto autopilot and just start doing stuff. So that's it for another day. It's Monday, pretty much finished. Tuesday afternoon. I've just finished another 10k run. Actually felt really good today. A little bit quicker, by no means fast. A little bit quicker and not so much discomfort. So it's good, making a little bit of progress. Basically I've spent pretty much most of today at the desk chasing things down and sending out invoices, which is always good, but I've also got to pay bills at the same time, so it all kind of balances out. I've got to drive up to Leeds this evening because I'm working in a school tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. I think that's going to be a really good one actually. And they've said we can take the camera in, so we might be able to, for once, get some video footage. So we'll see. But it's a 4.5 hour drive up there tonight. I'm not really a fan of driving. It's a massive waste of time. I can't do much else, but I can listen to a podcast or something, and I'm super grateful for the work. So I'm not complaining, but I've got a bit of a long evening ahead of me this evening. Sometimes I find just gently walking around for a few minutes just helps me bring my heart rate down. I just suck the air in, get the carbon dioxide out, and I now feel good, which is good. It's set me up for a good evening of driving ahead of me. Alright guys, so I'll see you a little bit later. We're on our way to Leeds. Yeah. Stopped at Donington Services to get a coffee. It is 11:30. Starting to get a little bit tired. I've got 1 hour and 50 minutes left till I get up to the hotel. I've never seen it so quiet in the service station. There's like no one in here. But I needed the loo. I just wanted to grab a coffee, and now the journey's going to carry on. I think realistically I'm probably going to get to the hotel for about 1:30, which actually I shouldn't have left this late, but it's not the end of the world. I'll be okay. So we'll get back in the van and we'll get cracking. Alright, it's 1:30 in the morning. Pretty tired now. Made it to the hotel. I get straight into bed. Try and get some quality rest. Have a good day tomorrow. I've been here before. Not a bad hotel. It's good enough for what I need. Here we go. Wednesday morning, 8 AM. Managed to get some rest on the way to the school. It's funny, isn't it? Because when you go to bed late and you know you've got to get up, sometimes it's quite hard to switch off. So it actually took me quite a while to get to sleep last night, despite feeling quite tired. So let's go and go over to this school and do what we got to do. Have some fun. Been a very, very good day. About halfway home. Had to stop in the service station, just grab something to eat, have a break for a bit. I'm gonna get back, but my day is not over yet. I've got to get out for a run when I get home, which I will do. It's kind of raining a little bit, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Crikey, someone's parked close. Bloody hell. There we go. Alright, it's just gone 12. It's been a long day, I'm tired, but I got my 10k. Very gentle jog in this evening. It's more of a recovery jog really. But sometimes it's just about turning up and just getting it in, getting it done. And to share what I shared, one of the things that I shared earlier today with the kids, your mood follows action. Couldn't really be bothered to get out tonight, but after 5 minutes I felt fine. So that's another day done. Busy one up in Leeds. Got a bit of an easier day tomorrow at home, bashing out emails and admin. It's boring, but you got to do it. Alright, that's it for another day, guys. Thursday morning. Bit of a late one this morning. I didn't set an alarm last night deliberately. And I got good sleep, which is good. And just to blow the cobwebs away, I've got up and there's just under a 2-mile loop that I do often in the mornings. And so I got up, did that just to get the blood flowing, to get the heart rate up, to start feeling good, to set the day up. Pretty much at the desk all day. I've got a lot of things to follow up. When you're on the road a lot, you often fall behind on your emails and your admin and all sorts of other bits that you have to do. So relatively straightforward day today. We will put a proper run in, proper jog later on this evening. I'll try and put another 10k in. I want to do another 10k tomorrow, and then we will rest over the weekend, like some active recovery, or maybe try and take the bike out. It's raining all day tomorrow, but it's not a problem. I was listening to a podcast from this guy who's an ex-Navy SEAL and a French Foreign Legion. He's got a really cool story actually, and he said rain brings change, and I quite like that. So that's what we're going to look at. Alright, I'm going to get back to it today. Rightio, it is 8:15. I've actually had a really good day. I'm
I've had a little bit of funding come through from a company that I've worked with for quite a long time, who have helping me out with the project, and it's come at a really good time. I need it, so super grateful and super happy for that. And it's funny, isn't it? You know, just when you're starting to worry about things, generally things sort themselves out. So it's been a good day, a really good day. That was really good news. I've just been on a Skype call with a friend of mine who wants to cycle across America, and having already done it 3 times, he wants to do the same route that I cycled. So I was just sharing details and stuff. That was cool. I'm now going to wrap things up here, and I'm going to head over to Lisa's house in Cobham. So we're going to head over there. It's Friday tomorrow. So it's been a good week so far. I actually went out for another run as well earlier today. I didn't do 10k. I was a little bit shorter actually. And I've actually been really tired today for some reason. I don't know why. I had a little bit of junk food yesterday. I had a burger, or I just had a late night. So I was driving for a lot yesterday. So I've been quite tired today. But it's the last day of February today. It's a new month tomorrow. We're into the March already. So just keep pushing. There we go. Friday morning, cooking breakfast at Lisa's. I am making scrambled eggs and pineapple. Already cut the pineapple up. I'm just going to mix up the scrambled egg. It's actually what Lisa wants really, not what I want. But I'm going to make it up. She's working. And that's going to be my office for today. I'm going to hammer out loads of work. There's a mix of rain and sunshine. The sun is out at the moment, which is good. Felt quite tired this morning when I got up, but I'm feeling good now. Now I can see a bit of sun. Let's see if we can have a good Friday. It's also the 1st of March. So it doesn't matter what happened in February, that's now behind us. It's about what we're going to make happen in March. All right. Right, it is Friday night, almost midnight. I've made a decision that I'm not going to go out for a run this evening. I'm in quite a bit of pain in my ankle, which I broke years ago in a motorbike accident. And sometimes when I'm training quite a lot, it can play up. So to date, this week, from Monday to now, I've run 22 miles from Monday to Thursday. So I figured what I'm going to try and do is rest it tonight, and if I can get another run in tomorrow morning, I'll be happy with that. Next week I'm going to try and move more into the bike, just to give the legs a little bit of a break from the impact. So the goal is I'm going to just rest up tonight, and I'm going to get out in the morning, and we'll get a run in. Tomorrow evening I'm up in Leicester at a charity function. It should be really good. It's a good event. I've got to stand up and talk for like 5 minutes on the project, on what I'm doing and what I'm working on, because I'm actually raising money for this charity that I'm there. That are raising. It's a charity that I'm raising money for. I'm connected to them, so I'm raising money for them. So they're good. Yeah. So I've actually bashed out quite a few emails today. Had a couple of rejections come in, which is the way I look at rejection is, firstly, it shows that your emails are getting through. Sometimes you never know. So at least if someone comes back to you, it may not be what you want to hear, but it shows they're getting through. And if you look at the law of numbers and probability, if you keep sending them, someone is going to say yeah, and someone is going to give you what you want if you're willing to just keep pushing through the ones that say no. So yeah, that happened today, and yeah, not a huge amount to report, but we just keep pushing, keep moving forward. So overall, it's actually been quite a good day. I'm gonna get to bed now. All right. Saturday morning. Not quite the morning, although it is still, it's 10:40. I've just put 10 miles in, 10-mile jog, feel good. Taking last night as a little bit of a rest, and not going out last night really paid off. I had no pain this morning and didn't feel too bad.
By no means did I run quick, but I got it in, and that's all I needed to do. And I'm on 32 miles for this week. So today, yeah, easy day now. No more training today. And I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But we're going to be up in Leicester this evening. So I've got to get showered up and sort myself out. Lisa's going to be here in a little while. Dorota, my lodger, is looking after the dogs, Lisa's dogs. This evening they're going to stay here, but we're going to be in a hotel. So the day continues. So my good friend Andy is just landing from San Francisco. This should be a Virgin flight. This is his plane coming in. I'm watching it live on the internet. I've tracked his flight. I'm very geeky, I know. But this is my friend landing at Heathrow right now, live. It's wicked, isn't it? There he is. That's so cool. I think that is absolutely awesome. Probably only awesome if you are a bit of an aviation geek like myself. But there you go. Welcome back, my man. That is my good friend Andy on board that plane. That is wicked. I think it's pretty cool. Right, got to get some ironing done. I've got to iron my shirt, trousers, and then we're off.
Your head off.
Well done.
Is that up to your standards?
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent.
So turning the clocks back, I was getting ready to climb Mount Everest in 2011, and it was particularly difficult getting out to the start line. I'm sure there's people in this room this evening that at some point have had to raise funds, and I'm sure you'll agree with me that there's a lot of talkers out there. People like to talk a good game, don't they? This year, the mission is to safely get around the world. But I'm raising awareness, and I'm absolutely raising funds for Kindled Spirit. The project, I believe, is likely going to be quite high profile. It's unique in that.
It's a Saturday evening wrap. Good evening this evening. We auctioned off 2 charity days out in the boat. So we raised some money for the charity, so I was super happy about that. And now I'm just going to crash out in the bed. And that's another day done. All right, it's time for a Sunday wrap up. It has been a good week. Had some work earlier on in the week up in Leeds. That went really, really well. Happy with that. From a nutritional perspective, I had a couple of cheat meals this week, but overall, pretty much been in a calorie deficit almost every day this week. The day that I had the cheat meals, I still went out and I put a 10k run in that night. So I was happy with that. The goal is to start trying to drop a little bit of weight again. So in order to do that, I have to be in a calorie deficit most days. So from that, training has been good. 32 miles run this week over the course from Monday to Sunday. So I'm happy with that. I did 10 miles yesterday. Pretty good. My legs don't feel too sore. I sometimes get pain where I had my motorcycle accident years ago and my ankle's kind of bolted up, and there's probably a lot of scar tissue in there, and it does play out from time to time, but in the grand scheme of things it's not actually that bad. Big week next week. I don't really have a great deal of appointments and things, but I've got quite a lot to do in terms of I'm on a bit of a mission again, trying to get a little bit more funding drummed up for the project that I'm working on as I leave on the 22nd of September this year. And it's hard out there. I was talking to someone last night at this charity event that I was at, and they were saying, how do you keep going when you're constantly getting rejected? This is a good question. And ultimately, if something is out of my control, I try not to worry about it. I have no control over the possibility of someone helping me or not. Well, you know, or if you want something, it's hard. You know, I can try and influence people, but I only focus on what I can control, and I can control the effort I put in. I can control the volume
of people that I'm approaching and proactive work that I'm doing, and I just focus on that. And I learned a long time ago to not take rejection personally. The second you start taking rejection personally, it's just not going to work, and your mind is going to go crazy. And I also accepted a long time ago, what I think is amazing, someone else may not think that, and that's totally okay, because we are all different. You know, the world would be crazy if everyone was going around doing the things that I am doing or working towards. So it has been a good week, and I did actually receive some good news a few days ago. Someone I've worked with in the past, an amazing company, have provided a little bit of help, and that has meant I can keep the momentum of the project going. I can push to the next stage, and momentum is key for anything. Once something's moving, you want to try and keep it moving. It's easier to keep something moving than it is to start from a standstill. So it's been a good week, and I want to try and keep things going. Actually, it's quite a sunny day today, so hopefully we're coming into spring. So hopefully the weather picks up here in the UK. Where I live, we've had just a lot of rain, like a lot. But the better weather is coming. We're back down on the boat tomorrow, actually. I've got a little bit of work to do. I've got to climb the mast, fit some new cables, fit a new wind unit. So that'll be interesting. Alright guys, hope you have had a good week. Whatever it is you are working towards is out there if you want it enough. Alright, see you later.